Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. So, this will be kind of a talking head video because you might have noticed I kind of disappeared for a few months. But I am back now. The reason why I'm making this video is I am so appreciative for all of you, for all of those messages that you send me through LinkedIn and emails and Twitter, when I still use Twitter. And I just kind of felt that I kind of own an explanation. I know I don't, but it was just on my mind. So I wanted to sit down and have a chat with you what happened in the past few months. The good news is everything is good now. However, I did have a little bit of health scare because I ended up at the emergency room just a few months back. So what happened is in January, this year, January, I started to have frequent headaches. At the very beginning, it was just once a week, and then it continued and it was twice a week, 3 times a week, 4 times a week. But by April, I developed a daily headache. And that really impacted me, my ability to write content, to script videos, to write anything online. And it just kind of coincided with the feeling that I had, like this overwhelming feeling that I just had too much to do and I didn't have enough time. When I say that, I really talk about social media. I really felt that everything was just so much. Creating content for Twitter, for Instagram, for TikTok, for YouTube, for Pinterest. And then Mastodon came. Thread came. What else is there? Did I say LinkedIn? I just kind of felt that everything was just too much. And when I was creating content for TikTok or Instagram, then I actually didn't really do what I really wanted to do. So I just kind of felt that this is something that I had to do because I read so many articles and I joined these chats owned by gurus, like social media gurus, who suggested that this is the strategy that we gotta do if we wanna grow. And then I asked myself, why am I doing this? I have actually everything that I want. I should enjoy content creation. So that was the time when I decided to remove myself from Twitter. I mean, my account is still there because I don't want to get rid of my own name, my own handle. But I deleted my TikTok, my Instagram, Facebook, and I stopped creating content for all of these platforms. But because I developed this daily headache, and I couldn't even create content for the platforms that I actually enjoy creating content for, which is Medium and YouTube. So, oh my god, I am just seeing an elk. What the? It's gone, guys. It's gone. The elk is gone. Where was I? I am actually determined to make this video in one sitting. So I felt overwhelmed. I was sick. It was enough to finish my full-time job that I do for 8 hours a day. And I think I was also kind of burned out from all the things that I had to do. I mean, nobody was forcing me to do that. So I honestly don't even understand why I felt that pressure. But regardless, I felt it. Yeah, I guess being in the hospital just really reminded me what's important and how I would like to spend my free time. And I don't wanna produce content for platforms that I must do, because yeah, if I would earn money from content creation, that would be awesome. I earn some money from writing, as I mentioned in one of my vlogs, but I don't earn money from YouTube. It's just purely I like making videos, and I really do wanna get better at making videos. I finally learned Final Cut Pro, so expect better video editing sometime soon. I really like the whole process of video creation. I love scripting, I love shooting, I love presenting ideas in a way that makes sense to me so that hopefully it makes sense to you too. I love the post-production, I love editing, I love creating thumbnails and just engaging with people who are writing comment on my videos. I will keep doing that. I am still not monetized on YouTube. I mean, I haven't created many videos in the past few months, so no growth, of course. The other thing why I also stopped using most of the social media accounts is I read this article by Zuli Rain. Someone made a comment on that article. That person was saying that, well, if you spend 2 hours a day just consuming content on social media or even creating content for social media, then in a year you spend more than 700 hours just on social media. And you know what? I always wanted to learn French. And if I could just put that 2 hours into French language acquisition, French language learning, then I will be able to speak very well, or I will be able to understand French very well within a year. So, ta-da! Drum roll. I actually invested some money in French. So, in French learning. This is Études Françaises. I don't know what kind of pronunciation I will have. I ordered this book. This is French Française from Essimil. This actually came from France. And what do I have? I also have this great book, Short Stories in French. I haven't read any French words yet, but on my way. And this is actually my personal favorite, Kill the French. And what's really amazing about this book is because by the end of this, once you finished all of the, 100 stories, then you will learn 500 most frequently used French words and 1200 nearly identical French words in English. So one thing that I do with my French learning is I don't translate French into Hungarian. I actually use English as my reference language. It is way easier. I think if you're an English speaker, then French is fairly easy to learn. That's how I find. However, Hungarian French, they are just, they are not siblings. They are not siblings. Yes. However, French, I think if you use English as a reference language, then it's fairly easy. What's hard is the pronunciation, of course, and it's really fast. I don't really speak fast in English or in my own native tongue. So we'll see how I go. And what else happened? Like work. I still work for Lightspeed, and hopefully I keep doing that for a long time. It's a good job, and most of the people are good, sometimes even nice. Yeah. With the health situation, so what happened is I got the daily headaches, right? And I couldn't really do anything. Like I was so much in pain that sometimes I couldn't even think. It was really, really difficult time for me to manage. And it took me a while to find health professionals who actually cared about my stuff, my condition. And at some point, I was even considering to going back to New Zealand where I actually know people. So I kind of felt that nobody really cared about me. It was just kind of a headache, or they said, oh, I might have a migraine. And because I am migrainous, I know what a migraine is. This was definitely not a migraine. And I also felt that people, medical professionals, they just didn't really take into account all of my other symptoms that was not related to the headache. I had this pain on my left side, like here around the temple and in my neck and my shoulder, my wrist, my hip. I had some other issues that I don't really want to get into. But anyway, it turned out I am actually gluten intolerant. I am not celiac because gluten sensitivity is kind of a spectrum. There are the regular people who can eat whatever. They can eat gluten. And there are the celiac people who even with the slightest contamination, they get sick. I am somewhere here, like here maybe. So I am closer to like this part. So I don't have the autoimmune disease, but I cannot eat gluten because it causes me such a terrible headache, for like days long headache. I actually have a naturopath as well that I pay for, so that's a private thing because I kind of gave up on the Canadian healthcare system at that time when I found a naturopath. It turned out I have other food sensitivity as well. I cannot eat a lot of grains either, so I really gotta watch the amount of grain that I eat, like rice. I cannot eat like a bowl of rice, for example. Like learning that and what I can eat and experimenting with food and meals, it just takes a lot of time. And I think now, 10th of July is when I'm recording this video, I feel that things are in control. I still have headaches, not as frequent as I used to. I have a great physiotherapist because it also turned out that I have a pinched nerve in my neck, and then it wasn't that great. Like when I was driving, it wasn't that great just to look behind, but I'm getting way better, so the physio really, really helps. And also that thing I just show you because it's really, really fun. This is a ridiculous device, I gotta tell you that. So I don't know what you call it. It's like a S-curve. How do you see it? It's an S-curve. But basically what you do, you can give yourself a self-massage. Maybe I am not phrasing it right, but you know what I mean. For example, if I want to massage my neck, then I can use these two little balls, and then I put it here around my spine, and then I just do that. And oh my gosh, this is the most amazing thing, that you can get if you have like muscle spasm around your neck or your lower back, like for example this part, these two for your lower back. I can show you, it's probably not the right way of doing it, but I can show you like how you do this. put it here, and then you just massage yourself. And this is just so good. Like, it is amazing. I got it on Amazon for $20. Best $20 spent. What else going on? Oh, I went to Montreal and it was fantastic. It was kind of like my final push to learn French because I really like how it sounds. I know Quebec French doesn't sound exactly the same as French, but it's still French. So when shall I learn French? I'm kind of like, when if not now. I am in Canada. Province of Quebec is one of the biggest French-speaking section of the world. Is that the right phrasing? Yeah, I really enjoy French music and I love French movies. I would love to consume content in French. So that is basically my main motivation, not necessarily talking to French speakers. I mean, that would be awesome, but you know, I am more on the introverted side. I'm not sure if you can tell. So to me, talking to people, yeah, I can do that, but I actually just want to consume content in native language. And beside that, I went to Calgary as well and also to Vancouver. So basically 3 provinces down now. Vancouver was awesome. I saw a bear, not in BC, but in Alberta. And the bear was just munching there, like on the side. It was so cute. We were in a bus. So you should never get too close to a bear. That's what I was told. Even though they look really cute, and I think it was just a brown bear, so it was smaller. Yeah, you still should not get too close to a bear. It's absolutely not safe. The other thing that I do is bird watching. In New Zealand, I got really into birds. I love birds, and where I live now is fairly close to the shore, and a lot of birds actually live here, funnily enough. And I actually could never imagine that Canada, or this part of Canada, is so abundant when it comes to birds. It's kind of feel like, you know, I am ready for retirement. I have all of these hobbies that I make art, I watch birds, that I feel like I am ready to retire. Of course, I don't have enough money to retire, but I'm working on it. What else is going on? It is a hot summer in Canada. It's really, really hot. So I am so grateful to have great air conditioning in this condo unit. Just a couple of weeks ago, it was nearly 40 degrees. We went for a hike and it was so hot and humid. People never talk about how humid this area is around the lake. I live around Lake Ontario. Exceptionally humid. Calgary was also warm, but it was much drier, so I didn't feel the heat that much. So I think that's that. If you are one of the people who messaged me, thank you so much. It really warms my heart when I receive an email or a message from someone that, oh, you notice that I don't create content. Yeah, it's just really sweet. And I know this is, oh, I'm getting emotional. Oh, gosh. So it's, excuse me. It's just, I know it's not a lot of people to some, like 1,600 people who are following this channel, but it's a huge number for me. And about 50 people messaged me from this 1,600 people. I think it's a huge percentage. So thank you again. And thanks for listening. I know it was rambling. I really didn't have any plan. I just sat down after I just finished the video, which I am going to edit soon. In the future, you can expect more content, of course. I really want to create content on UX writing and design research as well, because this is actually my main focus in my current work, and I really enjoy that. I think every product designer should have design research in their toolkit. However, doing research well is challenging. Well, anyway, I really hope you enjoy this rambling, and if you got this far, then thank you. Keep an eye on new videos. Yeah. What else? Oh, I really would like to have another dog. Yes. That is one of my highest priorities. Yeah. Another King Charles Cavalier. So if you happen to be in Canada and you know a trustworthy, reliable Cavalier breeder, please send it to my way. I really miss my dog, and I think I am ready for a new puppy. Yeah. Okay, have a good summer or winter if you're on the southern hemisphere. Yeah, I talk to you soon. Okay, bye.